There was no light, no darkness, only the echo, a slow, enormous heartbeat thundering in a void that wasn't a void at all. Clara drifted weightless, suspended like a thought that hadn't decided what shape to take. Then, a breath. Not hers, not human. The white swallowed itself, collapsing into a ripple that curled around her form. Her limbs returned first, then her breath, then the cold stone beneath her palms. Shapes materialized, soft at the edges, trembling like newborn shadows. She was back in the chamber. But it had changed. Everything had changed. The giant heart that hung above the abyss was no longer golden. It was awake. Its veins pulsed with swirling cosmic color, purple, gold, black, and streaks of something that looked like liquid starlight. Each beat sent shockwaves into the chamber walls, cracking stone, bending air, warping gravity. And Harrow stood at the platform's edge, staring into the abyss as if he were waiting for something to climb out. His body flickered. One moment human, the next a lattice of luminous threads woven together like a half-finished tapestry. Clara pushed herself up. Harrow. He turned slowly. His eyes weren't his eyes anymore. They glowed with the same swirling light as the awakened heart. His voice resonated in overlapping tones. You felt it, didn't you? The moment it remembered your shape. Clara touched her chest. Her heart was beating, but not in any human rhythm. Each pulse felt like a message written in a language she had once known. It wasn't remembering me, she said. It was claiming me. Harrow stepped closer. That's what it does. The door doesn't open. It becomes. The chamber trembled violently. Dust fell from unseen heights. The chains that held the ninth heart creaked, groaning with strain. Clara backed away. What is happening to it? Harrow didn't answer, not immediately. His gaze drifted to the sigil, now blazing above the chamber like a miniature sun carved from pure memory. It is no longer a heart, Clara, he whispered. What is it then? A question. The words chilled her more than the air ever could. Before she could ask more, the platform shook as something moved beneath them. A tendril of shimmering black fluid rose from the abyss, like the pool from the earlier chamber, but alive, observant, sentient. It hovered before them, pulsing with the same rhythm as a ninth heart. Clara felt her bones vibrate. The tendril extended, but instead of attacking, it brushed her cheek lightly. And Clara saw, not a vision, a past, a memory older than humanity, a world made of sound, a civilization that never used eyes, a species born from pulse, not flesh. They built doors, 9 of them, to contain something they feared, something they created, something that could shape reality with rhythm alone. And when the 9th door was sealed, they erased themselves to ensure it could never open again. Clara gasped as the tendril recoiled, sinking back into the abyss. Harrow watched her carefully. You saw it. They built it, Clara breathed, not to let something in, but to keep something alive. The 9th, Harrow whispered, the first and last heartbeat of their world. Clara's head spun. The heartbeat in the chamber grew faster, more aggressive. The chains strained again, sparks of golden light flaring from their links. It's waking too fast, she said. It's going to break free. No, Harrow said. It's being born. The chamber ceiling split open like a wound, revealing a swirling vortex of stars, darkness, and something between them. Wind roared. Pressure slammed Clara to her knees. The 9th heart screamed. Not in sound, in pulse. An enormous shockwave burst from it, throwing Harrow backward. Clara shielded her face as chunks of stone shattered around her. Harrow staggered, half-luminous limbs struggling to solidify. It needs a host, he shouted over the roar. A form, a body. Clara looked up in horror. The heart's pulsing rhythm matched hers perfectly now. Harrow realized it at the same time she did. It chose you. No. She tried to stand. The air turned thick, pressing her down. Her heartbeat accelerated beyond her control, sinking fully with a 9th. Her veins glowed faintly beneath her skin, gold, purple, black. The door was claiming her, choosing her as its new shape. Clara screamed, trying to fight it, but every pulse rewrote her a little more. Harrow reached for her and froze. A voice filled the chamber. Not from the heart. Not from Harrow. Not from Clara. From everywhere. The door must remain opened or remembered. Clara clutched her head. The voice wasn't speaking. It was printing itself into her thoughts. "What does that mean?" she cried. Harrow staggered forward, glowing strands breaking from his skin like steam. "It means you either become it, or you erase it." Clara's pulse erupted, sending a shockwave that cracked the platform under her feet. She fell to one knee, screaming as the ninth's rhythm devoured her own. Harrow shouted, "Fight it!" "I can't." "You must." Her blood felt like it was boiling with light. She saw worlds collapsing, doors opening and closing, shapes made of pulse and thought, a universe where heartbeat was law. She felt herself dissolving. Then, a hand grabbed hers. Not Harrow's, a human hand. Warm, solid. She looked up, eyes stinging with tears of light. A figure stood beside her, emerging from a tear in the air. A man, rough clothes, dirty hands, a scar across his jaw. She recognized him instantly, from the files in Harrow's lab, from the photographs, from the warnings. Dr. Lornhale, the man who opened the first door, the one who vanished 70 years ago. "You're not alone," he said, his voice deep and steady. "I've been waiting for someone strong enough to push back. H-How, there's no time." He tightened his grip. "Listen to me, Clara. You can survive this, but you have to choose." Harrow, barely standing now, looked between them with shock. You were dead," Harrow whispered. Dr. Hale smiled sadly. "I was remembered." The ninth heart roared again, sending tendrils of light upward like a supernova trapped in chains. Hale leaned close, his voice a whisper in her ear. "Clara, will you contain it, or will you become it?" The light swallowed everything.